Bring in Dr. Ranganathan. The attacks have questioned the Prime Minister's conflation of state with religion, Dr. Ranganathan. That is really what the criticism has been. One, of course, must look at some other democracies around the world that have practicing Christians or even Muslims who lead their nations, but they are seldom suffering from secular deficit, as India does, when you have a Prime Minister who goes, according to the opposition, to do a dubki in the Ganges.
No, good evening, Rahul. Just to answer that question briefly and then come back to your main thesis. I mean, if you really want India to be secular, then stop leeching billions of dollars off only Hindu temples. Stop taxing only Hindu temples, or start taxing every other place of worship. I mean, you can't be secular in one instance by saying that the religion is completely separate from the state, and on the other instance, take billions and billions off only Hindu temples. Just to give you one example, this corridor, phase 1 has cost 349 crore rupees. Do you know the annual hundi collections of Tirupati that goes to the government, to the Devasthanam board? 1,300 crores. Do you know the annual hundi collections of Vaishno Devi? 520 crores. So, you know, all that is going to the government. Government is controlling that. Somnath temples, 104,000 temples in India is controlled by the government. And you have the audacity to say that the Prime Minister, who's a believer in Hinduism, should not exhibit his belief publicly because we're a secular state. At the same time, we are leeching billions of only Hindu temples. ये कौन सी hypocrisy है भाई? कहाँ से पढ़ के आ रहे हो? But let me come back to this question, Rahul, if I may, because you asked about the civilizational correction, and I think that was a very profound statement that you made. But I must say that this is just the beginning, Rahul, in my opinion. Not until, I repeat, not until the last vestiges of the genocidal monster Aurangzeb's vandalism are legally removed or relocated from the Kashi Vishwanath temple complex, would the soul of our civilization find peace. Rahul, what is being celebrated today is doubtless worth celebrating. No doubt about it. It was a Herculean effort to buy out 400 properties, remove hundreds of encroachments, and then to build the corridor leading up to the Vishwanath temple. So many prime ministers, so many governments could have done this. As I said, it only required 350 odd crores. And given that our governments leased thousands of crores of Hindu temples that they control, it was a pittance. But the fact that it is only Modi who did it must be commendable. And I stress, this is just the beginning. The soul has stirred. He has stirred the soul. It has come to life, but it has not been appeased. Because that monster, Aurangzeb's ugly shadow, looms over Bholenath. Knowing Bholenath, he can very well avenge the humiliation. But in law-abiding democracies, Rahul, the third eye belongs to the Supreme Court. And yes, it must. So the Supreme Court must adjudicate. That monstrosity has to be relocated. Rahul, just a minute, you know, because it's very important. It's a philosophical question that you raised. Nations weaken not because of their past, but rather by how they are taught it. For 70 years, we have been taught to celebrate Gyan Vyapi Mosque as a monument to Hindu-Muslim unity, and not as what it really is, a cruel historical injustice. You know why? Because for 70 years, we have been taught to forget cruel historical injustices. From Somnath to Kashi Vishwanath, Babarpur to Bakhtiyarpur, from Allahabad to Aurangabad, these injustices have deliberately been made visible, as though to lionize the debasement, celebrate the humiliation. And the irony is that the same people who have taught us this, drilled this self-loathing in us, these same people want others to fight historical injustice around the world. They condemn barbarians of the West hither to worship, like the Confederacy generals, Rhodes, Churchill, Pizarro, Murray, Colston, Leopold, uske statues girate hain. They celebrate their roads and buildings being renamed, their statues being brought down. But here in India, the same set of Muppets eulogize barbarians like Tipu, Aurangzeb, Babar, Khilji. They celebrate the destruction of Kashi, Mathura, Ayodhya, Batan. It is a heady mix of hatred for Hinduism and love for jihadism. Rahul, to me, the mark of a civilization is this unquenchable thirst to demand justice for your ancestors, to correct a historical wrong. For that exemplifies a continuity, an idea, a memory that can never be erased, to correct a historical wrong. That is important. It makes justice greater than the sum of its parts, Rahul. And that is why civilizations are not fleeting like empires. That is why history is a medicine. Catharsis is a cure. The concept of justice, Rahul, is like memory. It keeps getting passed on. Just 10 seconds. I have to realize this. I'm unequivocal about it. Aurangzeb's imprint must be legally removed or relocated. Technology exists to do that. But does will exist? I ask, does will?
Uday Mahurkar, if one word, Dr. Ranganathan is raising his hand before I bring in Sanjay Jha. Yes.
Yes, Sanjay, hope you don't mind. I just won't take more than a minute because I needed to rebut my very good friend Udayji. I really respect him a lot. He knows that. And I'm very gratified that he's agreed with me. But I hope he doesn't mind my saying so that I totally disagree with him on 2 points. Number one, Udayji, this is not a renaissance. All what has happened is that a corridor has been created. Renaissance would come when we are not scared of our past. Because nations who are scared of their past are scared of their future. What has happened? Has the historical injustice been corrected? No. The monstrous Gyanvapi mosque built by Aurangzeb still stands. So where is the Renaissance? Renaissance is when we accept the wrongs, when we demand historical injustices be corrected. And secondly, Udayji, when you said that ये 70 साल पहले होना चाहिए था, ये अभी हुआ है क्योंकि हम अपीजमेंट में लगे हुए थे। मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूं कि हम अभी भी अपीजमेंट में लगे हुए हैं। क्या प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट को एब्रोगेट किया है? नहीं। इफ आई लीगली वांट टू डिमांड जस्टिस टू फॉर हिस्टोरिकल इंजस्टिस टू बी करेक्टेड, आई हैव नो लीगल ऑप्शन टू गो। अभी एक हफ्ते पहले दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट ने कहा है, माना है कि जैन टेम्पल्स के ऊपर कुतुब मीनार बनाया गया, लेकिन क्या कह रहे हैं? लेट अस नॉट डिस्टर्ब द कम्युनल हार्मनी ऑफ द करंट पीरियड, सो वी विल नॉट लुक इनटू इट। व्हाई? I want to demand historical injustice be corrected, and I am being denied my legal right. ये कैसा justice है? ये कैसा Renaissance है, Udayji? This is not Renaissance.
Break. Yes.
Yes, Rahul, I don't know whether you can see this. My good friend Sanjay's tweet. It says,
bravo, when King Leopold's statue is being illegally brought down. Bravo, he says, right? So obviously he is supporting the statues of tyrants being illegally brought down. But that is outside India. Inside India, he is not supporting the illegal vandalization or vandalism perpetrated by genocidal monsters to be brought down. He's not. And I'm saying legal relocation. I'm not saying you bring it down. I'm saying legally you relocate it. But Rahul, I have to say, first of all, two questions for my good friend Sanjay. Sanjay, I'm coming to you. I'm going to expose you. Please wait a minute.
No.
But before that, Rahul.
On the Places of Worship Act 1991, the Supreme
What I'm
Court
going
said
to
it
say.
supports secular values. And
Now-
how to do
now-
that?
Now,
Reviewed
one
in
second.
court. That matter is
Now,
being reviewed
one
in
second.
court.
Sanjay, please don't interrupt. Rahul,
Okay.
1 second. Can I take umbrage to what you also said, if you don't mind? Because
No,
you
no,
said,
please, go
what about the dignity of the majority? I am an atheist. I am the minorityest of minority. And I am saying this for my dignity, for the dignity of Indians. It is not dignity for Hindus or Muslims or Christians or Sikhs. It is the dignity of our ancestors that we have to correct this
No,
historical
Dr. Ranganathan,
injustice.
What I was saying was that when conversations revolve around the dignity of the minority community, then why do people take offense when the majority wants a certain
Very quickly,
a
yes.
certain thing
I
dignified,
got it, yes. But
hurt
very quickly,
dignified.
because we're running out of time,
Yeah.
Sanjay,
Yeah.
Rahul,
Yeah.
just two very simple questions to my good friend Sanjay Jha, and I'm sure in the spirit of harmony, he's going to answer them as yes and no. Number one,
Spirit of
Sanjay,
debate.
you talk of secular state. Should the government control Hindu temples or places of worship of Hindus? Yes or no? And number two, when you talked about not touching because of Places of Worship Act, let us say tomorrow a mosque or the holiest places of Muslims is demolished and on its place is brought up a Hindu temple, Shiva temple. Would you now disallow Muslims to amicably, legally approach the Supreme Court to relocate that Hindu place of worship? Yes or no, Sanjay? Two questions, answer yes or no.